welcome to an episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen. Give him a sec.
I am Christopher.
And of course, if you didn't watch our previous video, he has a case of the throat issues, so he won't be talking a whole bunch during most of this. But he will be giving his thoughts on the trailer overall at the end. So prepare to hear me for the first half of this. So on today's episode, we are taking a look at the official trailer for John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. Now, it used to be John Wick 3 Parabellum, but enough people bitched and moaned because, like, you call it John Wick 2, John Wick Chapter 2, so when John Wick 3 be called John Wick Chapter 3? And so that's what they did. So, previously on the John Wick movies, John did the unthinkable and assassinated somebody on continental grounds, which, as we saw in the first film, when that one assassin did, she got fucking murdered. But since John's been such a loyal customer of the Continental, Ian McShane's character has decided to give him like a kind of a, I would say the equivalent of a 5-second head start.
I am Christopher.
We know you're Christopher. Shut up. So we can give him a 5-second head start pretty much, and that's where we are now.
24 hours.
It's been about 24 hours. I'll give a 24-hour head start before the bolo was issued, pretty much. And now we find out here, it's a $14 million bounty on his head, pretty much. And now, we got so much more assassins coming after him in this one. So we got, like, even more cast added to this. You got Halle Berry, Jason Mantzoukas, Robin Lord Taylor, and Angelica Houston, just to name a few additional characters being added to this film. And the main focus for John is finding Halle Berry's character, who, according to my brother, is a high-rank... No. Angelica Houston, sorry. Sorry, not Halle Berry. And Halle Berry plays an old friend of John's, but John is in the search of Angelica Houston's character, who's a high-ranking official in this... I'm just going to say Assassin's Guild, pretty much. And probably find a way to at least get the bolo off him, or something of that matter. But as of right now...
Still in New York.
While still in New York. And even Lawrence Fishburne, head of the Hobo Assassin's Guild, it returns in this as well. So let's dive into this, because we are both really looking forward to this. We enjoyed the first two films, and everybody who did the second film is coming back for the third film, so that I don't even really need to go over who's writing, directing, and starring in this, returning in this.
So here we go for John Wick Chapter 3, the official trailer for Parabellum. Yeah, here we go.
Because the guy was going to get away with it. He had no choice. Yeah, this picks up right where we left off.
The high table wants your life. Tell me what you want. Passage. I can't help you. Do you expect me to make it out? A $14 million bounty.
Oh, this guy.
Everyone in the city wants a piece of it. I say the odds are about even. Doc, 5 seconds.
John Wick, excommunicado in effect in 3,
2,
1.
and away we
I
go.
wonder what that was. Oh, damn. Oh, fuck! Samurai? Well, okay. Prayer for war. Oh! Oh! This guy, apparently, looks like to be the main one. On a horse?
Sophia, we're not going in like the old days. Just a conversation.
Nothing's ever just a conversation with you, John.
Oh, wait! Interesting. Oh, her dogs are her weapon. Oh, that's why. Holy crap. Fido has a bite
Well,
to itch.
it feels like he was it? He's trying to get to one person who knows who can back him up, and it feels like she's another one of those, was it find her dead or alive type of things. She's another one of them, but she's found a way to keep secret. But he's the only one who knows where she's at.
Yeah.
And that's how come he comes to her going, "We're going head on."
So in the span, for when we see is the opening is pretty much in the span of 24
24
hours.
hours, he's trying to find some type of way to get out.
So in the span, what it looks like, what I was going to say is in the span of 24 hours, he gets as much of anything he can find he left buried somewhere as possible. Even removing something from his neck, which...
Either removing something or just healing up on something, who knows. But he's pretty much just now literally trying to get any asset he can get before the 24 hours are up. Because that's where even he's like, Doc, you better hurry up. Because he knows the moment that clocks it, once it hits that 0 point, it's like he knows no matter where he goes now, he's going to have to look over his shoulder at all times. Yeah. And that's why he's like, you need to hurry up. Cause
so it looks like the main guy, the main focus they kept on showing was the bald guy. Who's the villain of Hawaii Five-0.
In the last film, pretty much, they kept kind of focusing on Ruby Rose's character, because the way her character was a little bit. Even though her character is coming back in this one.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, because we thought she was dead in the last one, because the way they fought by the end of it. So it seems like he's the main, like another main assassin to look out for in this one.
It's nice seeing Halle Berry being a badass again in a big motion picture.
It is. What I like about these films, and I hope they keep it this way in this one as well, is that they keep everything to where it's more, it's grounded, where they don't use too many effects. Yeah. Everything's what you see, what's happening. Yeah,
nothing like watching John get chased at by guys, motorcycles wielding katanas.
But you know what I mean, though.
I know. That's what I mean.
What I'm saying is that, like in the first film, was like, did you see any special effects used at all? If any, it would probably be for explosions, but that's about it. So that's what I'm saying. This, I'm hoping they keep it the same way too, because even if they get more money, okay, just do some more. You
really have to throw that assault rifle really hard to knock a motherfucker out, though.
That is true.
I saw it. Oh, that's still gotta hurt.
But what I like is just the action they're going with it still. They're up at the ante a little bit, but I'm just hoping they still, even when they up the ante with it, that it still has that realism, the action that you want.
I just like how her weapons are dogs.
I know.
Her main weapons are dogs.
Yeah, by the end of it, you start to notice, you're like, shit, that's her. Like, because each assassin has their own set of skills in a way, pretty much. And hers is like, it looks like she uses her dogs pretty much. She trains them literally. But even the desert shot throws you off completely. Like, wait a minute, what? So because it looks like he goes to another Continental. Mm-hmm. It feels like he goes to another one.
Well, remember, he's not allowed on any Continentals. Like, Continentals are like, they have branches, but they're not like all have different rules. They all have the same rules. It looks like he just goes to wherever she is. He does find a way to get to wherever she is.
Yeah, just look at that.
The dogs, man, that's just fucking awesome.
But this don't get us wrong. This is a film that I definitely wouldn't mind going and seeing in theaters.
Oh, same here. I've seen the first two in theaters. I'm definitely gonna see this one.
I've seen any of the theaters pretty much. If I have,
I think I've actually seen both John Wick 1 and John Wick Chapter 2 in advanced screenings. So like I haven't had to pay for it. And it was I still want to give money for these films. So
because they do a great job pretty much. I like these films that come out of nowhere where the action it's just no special effects. They have a good story, but the action is what like really builds it up because you're like, wow, this is like full on that person. Or even if they use a stunt person, it's like it does a great job at it. It's like, wow. It's like nothing like special effects wise you see like Fast and the Furious or these other big top budget ones where it's like, oh, we have to use special effects.
Yeah.
It's like here there's like they're keeping the realism the way it is. And that's why I'm hoping for in this third one where it's like they still keep the realism as as grounded as possible in this action film.
Okay, so other than that, if you're new to the channel, you hit the like button. If you want to talk some more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more to anybody else when it comes to talking about John Wick, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well. And also let us know what you guys thought of our reactions overall and of this trailer. Did you like what you see? What are you looking forward to the most in John Wick Chapter 3 as well? Let us know in the comments below. Also put down what you thought of our reactions overall. But most importantly, we thank you for watching. So
I can imagine by the end of the film, he's like, if they only didn't shoot my dog.
I know, right?
It all started with...
No, I thought about that, and the guy from the second one still would have showed up. The guy still would have showed up.
Well, not even that. You know, they'll be sitting there, even the Halle Berry series, you know, if you're in their story going, it all started with your dog.
Yeah.
You know, there's somebody saying that just to make a reference back to the first one.
So until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very John Wick-filled episode of SRB.
See ya.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions,
As well as our other shows.
click the playlist down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can check us out on Twitter
as well as Stardust.
at Super React Bros.